You're listening to Edging the Truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Two Steps from the Edge, a podcast presented by Edging the Truth. This is episode 16. It's your boy Fudge, as well as my good friend Brian Shenanigan.
Hi.
Coming at you this week with two different topics, two fun articles that we'll break down, spend about 10, 15 minutes on each, and get the fuck out of here. All right. We remind you, please follow us on all of our social medias. It's at Edging the Truth everywhere. www.edgingthetruth.com for all of our episodes, links on where to find them, and also merch as well. And then please like this video, subscribe on the YouTube if you haven't already, youtube.com/edging the truth. Hell yeah, we're taking fucking calls in the middle of the show. I love it. Okay,
here's my alarm.
what a way to wake up. All right, so let's get right into it. Episode 16, Two Steps from the Edge. We're gonna go with mine first. So you seen this? You heard about this, Brian? You seen this? So this was it's probably about almost 2 weeks ago at this point. There was a video that went viral on Twitter. A couple was on a train going through the mountains in Colorado when they spotted something weird. Not in a gas station. Sorry,
I was gonna say the wrong gas station.
and it
Is
was
that
not.
him? Is
Yeah,
that-
it wasn't this guy.
He was in the suit. All right, there we go.
So,
Goddamn, talk about burying the lead of the story,
Yeah, right.
huh? Jesus.
Jesus Christ. This is from the Daily Mail, by the way. But anyway, so this video it goes viral. I should have pulled up the actual video from Twitter, but you'll be able to
Honestly,
find
the
it.
video kind of sucks.
Yeah, if you look up Colorado Sasquatch train, you'll be able to. It'll pop up. So, anyways, they get this creature. They get it kind of walking around, looking back. It seems to sit down, stand up. So Shannon Parker and her husband Stetson Tyler say they saw the beast during a narrow gauge train ride.
Gauge
From
is right. Gauge is right.
narrow gauge from train ride to from Durango to Silverton on October 8th. Okay, here we are. Right. So you see him kind of walking around, sits down. So this kind of goes viral. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Okay, aliens are real. I guess now we're just going to find out everything is. Bigfoot's real. But according to this guy, the
skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, this George R.R. Martin Light. Bigfoot expert Michael Rugg has revealed the couple who claimed they spotted the mythological creature in Colorado probably just saw a guy in a suit. He says there wasn't enough muscular definition, I believe. It was short, like not tall enough. And he goes, I don't know. He doesn't know for sure, but he says there's a strong possibility that this is just a guy in a suit. I will say this specific train was not it, but I do believe there is a train company in Colorado in like the area that's literally called like the Sasquatch Railroad or some shit like that, where they literally like the owner of that literally does dress up in a suit.
Really?
I don't know, but what did you see this first of all when it came out? What did you think about it originally?
I instantly knew it was a dude in a suit. Like it's just most Bigfoot sightings, and a lot of that we did talk about in the last episode, is in the Pacific Northwest. Like it's like Northwest, Northern Canada, all that stuff. Colorado is outside of that zone, and also it is hunting season. You know, late summer, early fall is hunting season, and I literally think that it was just a dude in a ghillie suit out there hunting deer or bighorn sheep or all of that stuff that's kind of in the Colorado mountains that was pissed off that there was a train going by. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, goddamn people messing up my hunting, you know, like.
Yeah, this is interesting. Where are you most likely to find Bigfoot? Washington, number 1, California, number 2, Florida, number 3, Ohio, number 4, Illinois, oh, shout out, number 5, Oregon, number 6, Texas, number 7, Michigan, number 8, Missouri, number 9, and Georgia, number 10. Yes,
And yes, the Sasquatch train is in the historic Colorado Georgetown Loop Railroad, and it is a thing that goes on once a year, the Sasquatch Adventure Train. And yes, some guy does dress up like a Sasquatch.
there.
But this was not that. But this was not that. Not even in the same area. Not even anywhere near. Although we could go pan for gold, it looks like fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'd see what we can find. But so we've talked about the Bigfoot before. We've had some theories about Bigfoot, but I saw this pop up, and originally when I saw it, I will say the first time I saw it, I may or may not have been a little stoned and scrolling through Twitter and said, "What the fuck is this?" And kind of believed it for a second, and then it took me about
wrong. All right.
it took me about like 5 minutes or like a couple watches. I go, wait a minute, this might be a guy in a suit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the Bigfoot expert is telling me this guy. I mean, he looks like a fucking Bigfoot expert.
If you told me that guy was anything but a Bigfoot expert, I'd be like, oh, is he a train guy? Is he into trains? Like it's like there's not a lot of things you could have said that guy was. And yes, the first time I saw the video as well, I was like, okay, but then like a couple times I'm like, yeah, it's just a dude walking. He sits down, he posts up, he's on a hill. He's out there hunting. You probably just can't see his gun because it's slung over his shoulder and blends into his suit, Right. But that's just a hunter out hunting. It's because also like the area, there was no trees anywhere.
Yeah,
there was no cover. You're telling me that this elusive animal that's hid for hundreds of years was just like, nah, today we're gonna hang out in the bush, in the low bush. Like I'm just strolling around looking for trains. Like no.
So I know there's a couple different Bigfoot museums and shit where they have artifacts and stuff like that. There were a couple other pictures in the Daily Mail article of like molds of footprints and stuff like that. But it is when you talk about super compelling evidence as far as Bigfoot goes and really catching them, it's the one thing that comes to mind, and it's one thing we talked about on the original Bigfoot episode. It's the Patterson Gimlin film that's like 60 years old at this point. I actually found a video on YouTube of that film, but enhanced to 60 FPS. And Brian, let me tell you, we get to see some Sasquatch titties, baby. I gotta show you this. Let me show this shit.
Are we bringing this up? Are we getting to see this right now? Are we premiering?
And we're gonna do
frame a section.
We're gonna do it live.
We're doing it live. All right.
There we go.
This is enhanced. 60 frames.
Look at them tits. It's gonna come back. It's got a dumpy on him too.
Yeah, he's got a dump truck.
Look at those tits.
Hangers. Some healthy hangers. I mean, God, you watch this in slow motion like that. That just looks like a dude fucking swinging his arms. You know what I'm saying? Like in a bad ape costume. He's with those big droopy knockers. I mean, how come we weren't? If this was like real, we'd be out here searching for Bigfoot's big old knocks all the time. Everybody be wanting to get them Bigfoot yams. Like it's like, come on, like.
Give me the Bigfoot yams. So still the jury's out on Bigfoot. This specific one, of course, the most recent one, unfortunately, does seem like a hoax. The video is just not super concerning when you, like you said, it's hunting season. Very well could be a guy in a ghillie suit. Very well could be somebody just likes to dress up as Sasquatch in their time and freak people out on a train. So,
and there's like 100 other people on the train. There's no other video. Nobody else saw this dude roaming out there. They didn't even go to like other people next to be like, hey guys, get your camera out. Do you see there might be a Bigfoot over there?
Well,
Like
I think
none of that stuff. Like
video capture on the trip. Okay, hold on. I feel like they said like there's a couple other people in the car next to him that saw it.
but didn't pull out their phones.
44-year-old contractor
I mean,
from Cheyenne, Wyoming.
I
Video of the
I
sign.
touch a lot of people's phones every week because I take pictures at this comedy club, and like trust me, there are vast differences between people's phones. When somebody hands me like a cracked iPhone 9 and they're like, take our picture, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be a shitty picture because this thing is ancient.
Okay, it looks like so in the video you can hear other passengers in the background commenting, like he's still moving, he can stand up, and then it loses sight of the mythical human-like creature as the train chugs along. So it sounds like other people saw it. It wasn't just them, but that is kind of weird. Maybe this was the only video that was posted that went viral, which would also be weird if somebody else had a different angle of it or whatever. Like, oh, you feel like we would have seen,
Corroborating.
we would have seen it by now, right?
I mean, like if there's a fight on Las Vegas, I can find that in the strip. Or I mean, on the online. You know what I'm saying? Like I can. It's like, oh, Las Vegas flight 8:20. There it is. There's the fight I saw. Like there's 20 people with cameras. That's a Vegas fight. So
that motherfucker is not real. You can all die on this plane, but that motherfucker is not fucking real. So yeah, I guess the jury's still out on Bigfoot. I need more hard evidence, but a running theme on this show is, Brian, something that you brought to the table during the original Bigfoot episode. It's a piece of merch that we have. The Bigfoot is actually an alien.
Yeah, you're never gonna find Bigfoot because Bigfoot only comes and goes at his thing. There is a race of Bigfoot, big feets. I don't know what's the plural Bigfoot. Bigfoots, big feetses. I don't know, but either way, the Bigfoot race is an intergalactic traveler. It sounds stupid when I said it out loud, but it's an intergalactic traveler that comes to here to vacation, and per intergalactic rules cannot bring anything down here, so he brings them big saggy titties in that dump truck down to this planet for vacation. Brings the wife, brings the kids, they land out in the middle of nowhere and have a nice little earth camping trip. And that brings us to my article, which also from the Daily Mail. A lot going on. Maybe not a lot of news in the UK happening right now.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just too sick of the stuff in the world that they're like, we need some more lighthearted stuff. But interactive map reveals location of UK's 900 UFO sightings in the last year. An ex-MOD alien hunter says the ministers must take the threat seriously. And like there is an interactive map. I mean, he says that the ministers in the UK are falling back on lazy, close-minded, it can't be so it isn't mindset, meaning that these alien threats to the sovereignty of the UK are being ignored. And you can see on this map, I mean, look, you can hover over them. I mean, you can't at home, but if you go to this thing, you can hover over them and you can see it'll zoom closer and like it'll, shows you all of the places, just all the things you can see. And yeah, there's a lot of alien sightings. And, I wish somebody would make this same map for Las Vegas, because since they turned the sphere on, our alien sightings here are up 1,600%. So it's like everybody's seeing aliens here in Vegas now because we got a giant alien ball in the middle of our town. But it's I think it's I feel like this is yet another thing where I think people are now much just more hyper sensitive to aliens, and with phones and everything, I think it's just people are just, I don't know, finding more stuff, or thinking they found more stuff. I mean, if you scroll down a little more here, you'll see it's like, what does the typical UFO look like? It's like, so people are looking specifically for this thing. And I like how this thing, it's like flies at 20,000 feet just below commercial airlines. Like, it's like, really? Like we got all the specs and everything on this ship and how it looks and all this stuff. I'm like, this seems wacky to me. like
Right.
super wacky. But it's just I don't doubt we had during the pandemic, we had the whole government come out and say that, aliens are real and here, and everybody just went, all right, whatever, I need some toilet paper, like but I mean, I'm gonna pose it to you, Fudge. Do you think that alien life is ready to invade and pose a significant threat? Not just to America, but to especially to the UK, apparently.
Listen, I don't know shit about shit, but um I guess I wouldn't be surprised at this point. Like what else? Like what else could possibly go wrong and then nobody would bat an eye. They'd be like, "Oh
Mhm.
yeah, it makes sense. There's another day." Like but I don't know. I guess I'm not worried about it as I don't feel like they're coming right now or right away. But also I'm not going to pretend to have any idea what is going on with any of their technology or shit like that, or pretend to know how long it would even take them to get here if they were on
Yeah,
the way. Right.
yeah.
So it's like, it just feels
Where's
like
is there
a
an
guy.
Independence Day style mothership on the way? Like that's you know what I'm saying? Like, do we got the fleet incoming?
So this guy that is saying this was like a head of the Minister of Defense's, basically their UFO task force back in the 90s. Got disbanded. This feels like a guy that's a little salty, and he's trying to get a headline grab while
Mm-hmm,
shit's hot out in
mm-hmm,
the streets right
mm-hmm.
now. I will say it'd be really awesome if somebody was able to make a map like this of the United States, but that'd be so many sightings and so much work. It'd be tough to pull off. But yeah, I don't feel like there is any immediate threat at the moment. But I'm often wrong.
No, and one thing he says in this article is one thing is clear, however, the UFO phenomenon, whatever it may be, does not recognize international borders. Therefore, any study on this has to be international in nature. And yeah, even this only gives sightings in the UK. And I know this sounds a little trite and stupid, I guess, but like, why do these sightings only happen in white people countries? You know what I'm saying? Where's all my African UFO sightings? Where's all my Asian UFO sightings? Like, it's like where's all the stuff from China where it's like, yeah, here's all the Chinese UFOs we see and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they have many more people, all with smartphones. Do we just not get those videos out here? I don't know. It seems very US, UK, all about it. But even like I said, where's my French sightings? Where's my German sightings? Where's my Russian sightings?
That's a good point.
It's very convenient.
I've heard a couple UFO alien stories in, African countries. Oh, there's our buddies from the last time. At the end of this article here, but that's a good point at all. It's a lot. It feels like it's 90% America, and now the UK getting in on it. I know there have been quite a few reported in Brazil. We talked about that on an episode of this before. I think it was me and Red talking about it, but you get it. It.
This guy gets it.
Mail order weed. But yeah, man, this is interesting though. Like, I feel like this map is, I'm like all about it, but I can see like how much, would it be a, submit your own type of thing. And then you get the really kooky people that, think they saw something. So you got some wild fucking story where you're like, all right. But also I don't know how, it would have to be like a team of people you assign to go fucking like figure all this out, but still.
Well, it's somebody's job to compile the map. And honestly, the thing that surprised me the most is that all of these sightings almost are in the much more populated. The more north you go, the less populated, the UK gets. So it's like all of the stuff is concentrated the south and the city where all the sightings are, which I guess also makes sense because it's more eyeballs looking at it.
Right.
But still, it's just, I mean, are we just all kind of resigned that aliens just don't care anymore? That they're just like, yeah, they can't do nothing about us coming and going, so we're just going to be flying around here. and just, I don't know, simple law of averages we have so much stupid stuff happen in the normal skies where planes almost hit each other, in the giant wide open skies and things like that, where it's like, how could something that's not tuned into our air traffic control network miss everything? That doesn't hit nothing, that we don't have any plane alien crashes or anything where it's just, alien drunk driving where they hit something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's where we do get some of these sightings, is from alien drunk driving. It's just like, man, this weed on Earth is good, bro.
That's that good shit. They just come down here to party.
Good. Yeah, they come down here for the whiskey and the women, huh? Wild women, the ripping and the tearing. That's what the aliens like.
Can you blame them?
No.
Who's among us?
Who among us has not wanted to crush some alien puss? You know what I'm saying? Who among us?
We got y'all horned up with the Sasquatch earlier.
There's enough festivals and like wacky crap like that aliens could show up to and be like normal mixed in. I mean, that's probably why we have so many sites in Vegas, is aliens could literally walk around here and people be like, oh, what convention's in town?
Yeah, what show is this for? Yeah.
Is it TwitchCon? Like, yeah, what are you promoting for? And it's just, they would just like fit in, people take some pictures and not even think about it, and off they go,
Right. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we kind of nailed it. I don't know what more we can really say besides Bigfoot's an alien, and he's dropping all across the UK.
Yep, and that we bow down to our new alien overlords, and please ask them to give us more pictures of that dumper.
Please, we'll turn into
Sasquatch boobies.
We'll turn into an alien overlord propaganda podcast if it saves our ass real quick.
Easily.
Okay?
Easily. Yeah. We will pivot. We
can be bought. We can be bought.
And it doesn't take much.
It's not going to be anything super crazy. We will take alien currency. We'll figure out the conversion rate later.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, I want to remind you guys once again, please subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/edgingthetruth. Like this video, comment, tell us what you think. Did you think that was really Bigfoot in the video? Will you help us put together a map of the UFO sightings across the United States? Why are UFO sightings a white country thing? Let us know. We'd love to hear it. Call the voicemail line as well. What is it? God damn it. I got it right here. 917-979-6071. 917-979-6071. You might be featured in a future episode. Check out the merch, edgingthetruth.com. It's got all of our merch on there, all of our episodes, bios about each of us, anything you could possibly need. And then follow us on all of our social media at Edging the Truth everywhere. This has been 2 Steps from the Edge, presented by Edging the Truth. Go ahead.
Throw this real quick. It is our 2-year anniversary for the next stream. And we do have some voicemails to play. So we will be playing those on the 2-year stream. And we just want to thank the fans for tuning in with us for 2 years here on Edging the Truth. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and there we go.
Yeah, tell a friend who tells a friend. Thank you, Brian. I totally forgot about that. Happy 2-year anniversary to us. Will we make it 2 more? I don't know. But this has been 2 Steps from the Edge, episode 16. I'm Fudge. He's Brian. We're out of here. Fuck you, Red. We did it again without you.
Visit edgingthetruth.com for more information and links to all our social media and podcast directories.